Good morning, happy Monday morning, everyone. 大家早. We've got another episode of Taiwanese breakfast for you. And today we are going to talk about two different types of gao. All right, we've got some luobo gao and we've got some yu tou gao. And I'll explain that in just a little bit, but I am outside Sihai restaurant over my shoulder. Sihai stands for, what does it mean? Si is four, hai is ocean or sea, so this is Four Seas restaurant. They're another specialty in Taiwanese breakfast in San Gabriel Valley. And what I really like about them is they have one of the most comprehensive Taiwanese breakfast menus. Their variety is probably unparalleled in San Gabriel Valley, so this is a good spot to come to. But in our last two episodes, we talked about three different kinds of bean, right? Those like flat, bready, starchy, bread-like, did I say substances, foods, and then three different kinds of bao, a trio of bao from Yimei restaurant. But I've got two different kinds of gao. The first one, let's do this. Gao is a cake, all right? And we're not thinking like American Western style dessert, birthday cake kind of thing. A cake it's just like a square of food, and a lot of the times in Asian culture, especially in Taiwanese culture, a gao can be savory too. So what I've got is an excellent, one of my favorite Taiwanese breakfast foods called luobo gao. And a luobo gao or a luobo cake is made out of daikon and rice together, kind of like into a solid. And sometimes in other Asian or Chinese cultures, you might hear them translated into radish cake or turnip cake. Sometimes Singaporeans even call it carrot cake. But because Taiwanese had a large Japanese influence back in the day, we call them daikon cake. All right, so we have it grilled. All right, it's cooked and then it's grilled. And what makes it super Taiwanese, this luobo gao, because sometimes you can find it in dim sum and it's grilled on a little push cart and it comes over. But what makes it super Taiwanese is that we have it for breakfast. And it's, whoa, I messed up the cake. Okay, well, this is half of a cake. And it's not the prettiest food, I've got to say. It's not the prettiest food, but it tastes delicious. This is one of those ugly, delicious things. And what makes it very Taiwanese, especially, not only do we have it for breakfast, we also put egg on top. This is the egg drop version of the daikon cake. You'll see that one side is still daikon cake, all right? And then the other side, it's got a little scramble. Perfect for breakfast. I'm gonna have the non-eggy scramble one first. Oh, it's falling apart already. And another very Taiwanese thing, not only do we have it for breakfast, not only do we add egg to it, we also have our soy garlic dipping sauce, because dim sum or Hong Kong style, usually it might be mustard or chili sauce on the side, but for Taiwanese, the soy garlic sauce is the way to go. It's very, very luobo gao, and what I love about it is it's crisp on the outside. It's like biting into something nice, and you can hear the crunch when I bite it. But the inside is super nice and fluffy soft. That's really good. And let's have the one with the egg. This is totally nostalgic, like favorite childhood Taiwanese breakfast food growing up. Lucky to have a Sihai restaurant here in Arcadia. There's one in San Gabriel, Hacienda, and in Irvine too. Ooh, here we go. That's hot, holy cow. Some of you may not be too familiar with that texture, but the part that really gets you is that crispiness on the outside. That in itself is to freaking die for. Oh gosh, I can eat that forever. Chewing. So that's the first gao. All right, 萝卜糕. The second gao I've actually never had before. It is 芋头糕, which is taro cake. I'm having it for the very first time in a strip mall parking lot with you all. Okay. New things on Monday mornings, right? All right. This is the 芋头糕. You'll see that it looks a little bit different from the Daikon cake because 芋头 or taro is a little bit more dense. And so you'll see the little like fibers running through the cake. And of course, on the other side, we added some egg. Yeah, breakfast. So let's see. Does it taste like taro? It tastes like taro. It's got that potato starchiness, but not as dense as you might think it is. A lot of the times we eat taro and it's like very heavy and dense, but this is still light. And I'm guessing, does it maybe have a little rice inside in the puree? Possibly. I don't know. Okay, first time for everything. It's good. I would definitely try it again. But 萝卜糕, a couple of differences in Hong Kong or Cantonese style 萝卜糕 versus like Taiwanese style. The first one is Cantonese style 萝卜糕. Usually the color is a little bit more white, and it's got little bits of Chinese sausage in there to help with the flavor, and dried shrimp too. Taiwanese 萝卜糕, the base is a little bit more ricey. I would say that it's a little bit more dense and probably, it's also a little bit of a smaller size. It's more grilled, but the flavor behind a Taiwanese 萝卜糕has got white pepper and shallots. Those deep fried shallots that I talked about in the last episode make it super, super Taiwanese. So even though they're called the same thing and they might look very similar, the flavors are kind of different. And of course, the dipping sauces are different too. So those are my two gaos for you this morning. Hopefully that's something that you guys have tried. If not, try it out and let me know how it is. And I'm gonna continue eating this. Ooh. Nice hot breakfast for a wonderfully sunny day like this. Subscribe and follow, like, comment below. What is your favorite way to have 萝卜糕? Is it the dim sum style or is it Taiwanese breakfast style? And have you ever had taro cake before, and what do you think? All right, have a wonderful morning, everyone. Don't back up into me, car. Have a wonderful start to your week, and we'll see you all very soon. Ciao.